Hi, welcome back to Q Entertainment, where we are playing Magic the Gathering. In the previous couple of videos, we completed the color challenge, and we unlocked a number of decks. Previous video, we tried a couple of them, and in this video, we will continue playing with some of those decks. I think the only two decks remaining we haven't had a look at is Company of Knights and the Life Skills deck. So let's go ahead and play with the Company of Knights. And we're just playing the standard ranked, as I believe for it's the best way to play up against players of similar level as us. I think the matchmaking system is pretty good. So we have 3 lands, we have a sword, a 4 creature, and a 5 creature. I guess we could keep it, see how we go. The sword, it looks like it's something we have to cast separately and attach it, equip it separately. So we'll play a tap land. Next turn we can play the sword down. Hopefully we draw some creatures. Ready? Your trainer. Okay, we'll play land, play the sword. That's the end of our turn. So this gives us, when it enters the battlefield, another target knight you control gets +2/+2, and gains trample and haste until the end of the turn. So that's pretty useful. We have an infuriate. Target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. Okay, so a lot of, looks like a lot of like pumping spells, making them bigger. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Guess we'll discard one of these and this one. Okay, we have a Rimrock Knight. Okay, we'll play our Fireborn Knight. It has double strike. That's pretty useful. Pretty useful. So if we are able to put +2 on this, it will do 8 damage. Although they choose to discard a card. We can equip the knight. Play another land. Activate this, it gets another +1. Basically doing 8 damage. Very nice. So if we were to get another spell such as the Rimrock Knight, be potentially lethal. Okay, no. Let's play it now. Yeah, might as well attack. We have double strike. Opponent chooses not to block. In turn. So unless the opponent plays something potentially next turn, we have lethal. We want to block. Looks like the opponent wants to play spell. Okay, they return something to their hand. Wait, what? Return an unblocked attacking rogue you control to its owner's hand. Put Zora's Hand, the trickster, from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Whenever it deals combat damage to play, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's quite strange and annoying. Okay, we have tap up to 2 target creatures. That one and that one. And we can just attack. Okay, nice. Even though the opponent managed to get one of our creatures, he had enough spells. Quite a good combination of spells, I think. With red being quick attacking and aggressive white with this is like sort of a auxiliary spells to help them get stronger. And okay, we got a pack. Card, Valkyrie, Hair Bigger. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. That's quite powerful. If you have a life gain deck. Okay, let's play one more. That's a pretty interesting deck to play with. Let's see what other spells it has, other creatures. Up get stock. Only 2 lands. And quite a number of creatures. We have a 2, 1, a 3, and a 2. Wonder if I need to take a mulligan. I think I need to take a mulligan. Oh my goodness, that's not much better. Lots of land, which is usually fine, except we have some red creatures we need to cast, and no red land. Okay. Let's see. Hector's the Unscarred. Attacks each combat if able. When it enters the battlefield, we'll choose 2, 3, 4 at random. It gets protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen one. Okay, interesting. This just tap 2 target creatures. No. So the next turn we can put this Tactician on the battlefield. We need red mana for this. They have a Youthful Valkyrie. Whenever another angel enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. That is interesting. No need to trigger this ability, but we can play it on. Play it. Yep. So at least block. For now, this thing might get bigger, depending on if they play more angels. They do. And it's a Vengeful Reaper with Death Touch and Haste, so probably they will attack. Not sure how we'll get rid of the Vengeful Reaper. White might have. We have with the red. We have spells like Shock and maybe Bone Crushing Giant. I'm not sure. Opponent is deciding what to do. Okay, they play a Goldmane Pick. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, which basically gives them mana. Okay, we get an Acclaimed Contender. When a contender enters the battlefield, if you control another knight, do we? Yep, we do. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a knight or equipment or legendary card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. So we want to play this. Might as well. Let's see if we can get anything that we can deal with. This could be useful. Other knights get +1. That way at least we can block the Vengeful Reaper with our Ordinal Tactician just to get rid of it. Potentially. They might equip it. And this is Rampage of Valkyries. When Rampage of Valkyries enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 angel creature token with flying and vigilance. Whenever an angel dies, each player sacrifices a creature. Each other player. Okay. Whenever an angel dies. Okay, that's quite annoying. And we still can't play this actually because we don't have red mana. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. The opponent can block pretty much all of our creatures. They have another Rampage of Valkyries. They equip. So, let's read what's it. Whenever an angel you control dies. Guess let's not block this turn. Although let's block this to give them mana. The most useful. Again, no real point in attacking. This one might attack. It will kill something since it has double strike. But the 2 will die. They get this. Oh my, they trigger that twice, of course. But don't quite see that. I don't think we'll win this game. Bit short on the red mana. Hopefully the opponent just goes all in now. Just pretty much near the end. 10, 12, 14, yeah. I think the deck is pretty good. Bit of an unfortunate matchup there. And probably didn't draw the best cards. Let's try another deck, I think. Life Skills. We haven't played with that one. Up against Marta's View. Okay, 3 land, that's good. A couple of early creatures, an enchantment. And a Clack Breach Troll. Bit expensive, 5 mana. When Clack Breach Troll, it's our turn, sorry. Okay, let's play the Anointed Forester. So when Clack Breach Troll enters the battlefield, the opponent gets 3 white goat creature tokens, and at the beginning of combat on our turn, the opponent may sacrifice a creature. If they do, tap the troll, gain 3 life, and draw a card. So let's play the Griffin Eyrie. We won't attack. The Griffin Eyrie lets us get a 2/2 white creature Griffin with flying every time we gain 3 or more life. So that will be good when we play potentially this card. The Fire Prophecy, our Anointed Forester. Fervent Champion. So, Faith's Fetters, when it enters the battlefield, we gain 4 life. Enchanted, permanent, can't attack, block, and its activator's ability can't be activated unless their mana abilities. Okay, I guess we'll play it onto their Fervent Champion. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. So could potentially play this turn, and then next turn play the enchantment. We could also use the Patrician to block the Fervent Champion unless they have more spells to add on to the champion. That way, if we do get to play this enchantment, the opponent loses an additional 3 life, so they might have something. Yes, let's not block, as we will gain 4 life anyway. And we will sort of enchant this champion so it won't be able to do any more damage. Okay, they play the Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe they have another one. Yep. So actually we have enough mana already for the Clack Breach Troll. I'd like to play this out. Get a flying creature out. Maybe if they have more removal spells, we'll get them to play their removal spells. Not that this would be able to kill the troll, but maybe they have multiples of them. Another Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, they have a Shattered Skull Charger with haste. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. At the beginning of the end step, it can go back to its owner's hand. we will play Troll. So if they do sacrifice one of the goats to tap our Troll, we'll gain 3 life, which will trigger the Griffin Fairy, which is quite a good synergy there. Most opponents do choose to tap the Troll. So what do they get to sacrifice? They have to sacrifice a creature. Okay. They chose to sacrifice their own the Fervent Champion instead of one of their goats that we gave them. That's quite strange. Not sure why they would do that. They've decided to attack with a goat. Let's see if they sacrifice the goat. Yes, they do. We'll gain 3 life, draw a card. What does this give us? Destroy target enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on creature. So we could destroy this enchantment. But I think we can save this. Maybe they have something else. We can always use it to gain life, to activate the Griffin. They play a Crystal Slipper. I might put them on their goat. Or onto their this thing. So we have, we could play this twice, hopefully both of them, and block their thing. And they decided that is too much for them. With probably the 8/8 troll on the battlefield that scared them. Okay, we received some golden experience. Let's play another game. This deck is quite interesting. Life skills. Up against Robot Flow. Okay, let's see. 3 land. We have a instant again, a Griffinary, Revitalize. And a Silver Smoked Goal. So at the end of the end step, if we gain 3 life, it returns from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty useful. So you could potentially use him as a blocker if the opponent has some big creature, and he can just come back to the battlefield from the graveyard if we are able to gain life. So we can play the Tavern Swindler. Yeah, let's get a creature on the battlefield. Interesting ability, you pay 3 life. If you win, you gain 6 life. So works pretty well with the Griffin. If you're able to manage to get heads, a bit risky. You pay 3 life. They decide to do 2 damage. So if we I mean, I wanted to save him, but we have another one. Let's just activate ability. We didn't draw a card, so we'll just gain 4 life this way. We should have. Actually, it's fine. We get our Griffin. I wanted to get the Griffin. Next turn we can play another one anyway. Okay, they have a Beanstalk Giant, and this was a Bone Crushing Giant. Let's play the gold. Attack. Also, so we can also sacrifice the gold, draw a card, and then if we get 3 life, it can return to the battlefield tapped. We needed to. The opponent has a second Beanstalk Giant. Lots of giants. Maybe there's some kind of giant deck. We will play the second Tavern Swindler. We can play this to draw a card. Let's see what happens. We'll attack with those two. The opponent might not block. I'll attack while I can. Because soon the opponent will overwhelm us. Let's play this. Get life, get another Griffin. Now we have another enchantment that we can play onto the opponent to make their creature not attack, which is good, because I suspect they'll play Beanstalk Giant soon. Okay, they play the Golga, the Titan Ape. Gogla. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to one creature. When it attacks, it destroys target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Okay. So, maybe we probably should enchant this one so it can't attack, because if it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment, which surely they will trigger the Griffin. To activate this ability, let's get a card. Okay, not the best card. Getting for some more damage. We gained life, so we get another Griffin. This comes back to the battlefield. Pretty neat little synergy between all these cards. Okay, they play the Vivian, Monsters Advocate. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you make creature spells. For +1, they get a 3/3 green beast creature token with the choice of a counter, or -2 when you cast your next spell. Search out for a creature with less mana cost. Okay, so we get a Bane Slayer Angel, protection from demons and dragons. That's pretty useful. Let's attack with all of them. Do we just attack in? This isn't that much of a threat. Although next turn they could have another. If we attack now, we'll do at least 4 damage. So we'll leave them with 5. Next turn they'll have 2. Let's attack it. So they probably will block 1. And then we still get 2 to do damage. Get rid of it. Otherwise they'll just keep creating these little beast tokens. Not that little actually. Okay, surely they'll be casting one of these beanstalk giants anytime soon. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands. That is quite something. Okay, the opponent's choosing to activate the manas manually. If we manage to get another flying creature, we transfer Yorvo into the battlefield for counters. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Yorvo. Then if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo, put another +1/+1 counter on Yorvo. Okay, that's why they were waiting. So they could play the Beanstalk Giant. Gets another +1/+1 counter. My turn. We need more cards. If we gain, not the greatest card to be honest. Although it has life, this has lifelink, that's great. So this will trigger a couple of these abilities. I wonder if we need to block next turn. 9, 15. This can't block. I guess we can attack. This goat deer thing is going to block one of these probably, so as not to die. We get lifelink. activate a whole bunch of things, and the opponent loses. I didn't consider this. The opponent loses 3 life. That's pretty useful. We rank up. Silver tier 3. Nice. I guess ranking up is probably not exactly what we need at this point. We will be facing better opponents, with better decks. Okay, we get a Parcel Beast. Mutate. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you don't, put the card onto the battlefield. Put it into your hand. That's a pretty good card. Parcel Beast. Okay, I'm not 100% sure I've actually played with the black and green deck back for more. We'll give that one a go. I think in the previous video I wanted to play with it, but because we were trying to cast blue spells, I skipped it. Up against 404. Okay, we have an early creature we can play, 2-drop. Then we have Nightmare Shepherd, which is a 4-drop, but because of this we could probably play it on the 3rd turn. Same with the Arasta of the Endless Web. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach. That's pretty interesting. I'm surprised I haven't seen that more. Play the tapped land with the scry. Yep, let's take the creature. With the 4 lands and the Skull Prophet, we are pretty much set for the initial lands we need. So next turn we can play one of these 4 mana creatures. So Nightmare Shepherd, whenever another creature, non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1. So let's play a land. They played Tazim Royal Mage. Okay, they didn't kick it. And let's play another Skull Prophet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we played this now, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn, I guess. So I think I like this on the field as soon as possible. Opponent seems to be blue and black, so they might not have the spells available to deal with this initially. Boneyard Lurker. When this creature mutates, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so we will keep that till we have target permanents in the graveyard. Let's play another Skull Prophet. And Death Bloom. Shall we attack? Might as well. Don't think the opponent will have a card that destroys tapped creature. I think that's white, I think. I'm not sure. They might have something. Okay, they enchant with a bubble snare, which basically means it can't untap. That's okay. The main thing we want is its activated ability. Hopefully that still works. Yeah, I think that will still work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can only play one of these. We'll play the Shepherd. We attack. Yep, let's attack. We can return something to our hand with the Boneyard Lurker. Yeah, might as well. So it becomes a copy of the Death Bloom. Not particularly, wasn't particularly the greatest thing. Not something specific we'd want to get back. Okay, we mull 2 cards. Lenoir Visionary. Yeah, let's play that. Draw a card. Play the land. So we could potentially mull 2 cards to try and get something into the graveyard to be able to bring back with the Boneyard Lurker. I guess that's sort of how that little synergy would work. But I think we managed to do enough damage to wrap the game up. So we managed to get quite a lot of creatures on the battlefield quite quickly. Considering it's a black and green deck. Okay, get some more gold and experience. Let's play one more game. Back for more. So it seems this deck seems to have spells to get things to revive things. So when something dies, you create a token. When it mutates, you can return something from the graveyard to the battlefield. When something dies, you can copy something. Not exactly your typical black. Let's see, we have a couple of cheap creatures. We'll keep the hand. So not your typical black deck. Black deck's usually a lot of sacrifice. This one manages to use that sort of in a way to make it work, where you copy things, return things from the graveyard. Let's see, Polukronos Unchained. Play anything? Maya Triton. Maybe multi-cards and draw. Quite a few things happening here. We have Polukronos Unchained. When it enters the battlefield with 6 counters on it. If damage would be dealt while it has counters on it, prevent the damage and remove that many +1 counters. And it has the ability to fight another target creature. It's nice. Let's play the tapped land. Gain a life. Okay, it's attack. So the Maya Triton also has death touch. Pretty useful for blocking bigger creatures or something. We also have a Demonic Embrace in the graveyard. You may cast Demonic Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card. Okay. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1 and has flying and is a demon. Okay. Let's go play another land. So we can play the Unchained. Or we can play the Llanowar Visionary, which I'd like to get onto the battlefield. Gives us more mana to get to some of these bigger things. Let's attack. So, Twin Blade Assassins, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, draw a card. It's a 5/4 also. We also have Tree Shaker, Chimera. All creatures able to block Chimera do so. When it dies, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. So when this comes on, any creature the opponent has that can block it needs to, and if we can play this on top of it, it's pretty useful. So we could like surprise the opponent with a 9/8 creature. Hey, they play Ashiok. Create a 2/3 black nightmare creature token. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks each opponent, exiles the top 2 cards of their library. With a -3, return target on land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player exiles a card from the hand. Or -7, you may cast up to 3 spells from among face-up cards your opponent owns exile without paying their mana costs. That is quite something. We need to get rid of that, but I don't know if we have the cards for that. Let's see, we can play this. Let's play this, because if a creature died this turn, yeah. Let's attack with the Triton. do we want them? If they have -7, it lets them cast up to 3 spells from among face-up cards the opponent own in exile without paying the mana cost. Well, we don't have anything in exile yet, so might as well just attack the opponent. Do we want to use this Spinneret? I think we might as well. Keep our Triton around. Okay, we get a dead weight. Will be useful if the opponent casts something small. Okay, they exile lots of things. So I guess that's how they're going to try and use this ability. And they will get back probably a Twin Blade, Maya Triton. We will exile 1, 2, 3. I guess we can exile the Swamp.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
Let's see, we want to play. Need to start doing quite a lot of damage. Next turn, the opponent will. They'll have 7. No, they used it. Oh, they used the -3 to return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay. So they don't want to cast spells from exile. But now we have quite a big creature on the battlefield. And the opponent has another extinction event. They create another 2/3 token. It's quite annoying. We can use the this one to kill it. Let's play the Chimera. Hopefully the opponent is done with their extinction. No, they have Binding the Old Gods, which destroys target non-land permanent. Okay, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
The shadows awaken.
Nightmare Shepherd, when another non-token creature control dies, you may exile it. If you do, you can create a copy of it. Back for more. Yeah, that's useful. We can return this. And we'll fight the stealth creature. See, do we have a way to give this hastes? We don't. Return target creature card from your graveyard. Do we want to return something? Yeah, let's return this one. Okay, opponent gets a forest. Opponent might just play this -3 again, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And we have to exile a card, yep. Let's exile the dead weight. At this point it's not going to help us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 mana. So we should try and cast two creatures, although the opponent won't be able to play this again next turn. They don't have enough loyalty counters. So we can play probably a bigger creature. Okay, they exiled land, not so bad. Another dead weight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's Play this one, as well as the Lenoir Visionary. Potentially gives us more mana. And it's a creature. Also, we get to draw a card. Maybe it's a land. The opponent is holding a play. Not sure why. They probably have some kind of a removal, maybe a counter spell with a blue mana. Though it's already on the battlefield, so it can't be a counter spell. It's okay, we get a land, play the land. Got this auto end turn. I'm not sure what the opponent's waiting for. Do they have nothing here? No abilities. They must have some spell in their hand. They have a Zagoth Triome. It's quite impressive. Can be one of 3 mana. They have Death Touch, so we won't block this. They play another Zagoth Triome, so now they have quite a lot of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of which can be any of green, black, or blue. So this is a rare card. So obviously not easy to get. They play an Extinction Event. Okay, that's probably what they were calculating previously. Okay, they exiled a Lenoir. It's okay. They've played 3 of these already, Extinction Events. Hopefully they're done now with that. As it is getting annoying. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can play... They can play this. But they will just cast this, they will probably just cast this return spell. If we do 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, let's play the Order of Midnight. This way we have at least 2 creatures on the battlefield. Sort of put the opponent under pressure. We still have a lot of life. Opponent doesn't have anything on the battlefield that will do too much damage at this point. And we'll end the turn. I don't think the opponent will play this -3 ability because it will kill their Planewalker. They unsummon our creature. Lots of spells to get things back into our hand, so we can't attack. Very control-y. Well, lots of golden cards going into the exile pile here. What if they exile? Skull Prophets. Raise my tomb. We get to scry. Okay, they create another 2/3 blue and black nightmare creature token. Wow, really annoying. Not sure if we can really do anything about all the stuff the opponent's casting. They play a Cultivate. They need more land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have lots of land. Maybe they're just trying to get cards out of the deck. Wow, lots of cards being exiled. Okay, they blocked, so we could potentially attack this down. No, we cannot. They'll play that again. I mean, might as well. Exile that card. We get Polenta 1, 2, 3, and 8. So that's 11. So it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we could potentially play this as well as this. We just need some creatures on the battlefield for 1 or 2 turns to try and block some of the things they attack with. Try and attack this thing. It's becoming quite annoying. Returning creatures to our hand the whole time. They create another token. I think they will just exile all of our cards. Every time it attacks, it exiles 2 cards. We have 14 left, and they have 3 tokens. They have another binding. Yeah, this is quite annoying. They've just been able to prevent us from actually attacking, doing anything. They have Black Chief's Thirst. This dude enters the battlefield and return. Doesn't matter, we lose. I managed to do enough damage even before they've mulled all our cards away into our graveyard. I still think that was a good deck. I think the opponent had a pretty good deck as well. And I think I'll end. That's enough for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next one.